Hello, can you solve this interesting problem? A cyclist began descending a slope that was 108 meters long. Starting with initial speed of 6 meters per second, the cyclist experienced an acceleration of 0.5 meters per second squared. What is the time it took for the cyclist to pass the slope, and what was the final speed at the end of the slope? Now you better pause the video to try to solve this problem by yourself, because from next time I'm gonna give you the solution. Okay, let's start. First, let's write what we know and what we need to find. We know the distance of the slope is 108 meters. We know the beginning speed when the cyclist entered the slope. It is 6 meters per second. And we know the acceleration of the cyclist on the slope. And we need to find the time it took for the cyclist to pass the slope. And we need to find the final speed at the end of the slope. So this is what we know and what we need to find. For the movement with acceleration, we are supposed to use this formula. In this formula, we know s, we know v0, and we know acceleration. That means that we can find the time. Now, now let's subtract from both sides of this equation the right term. Then we'll get this equation. So basically, we moved everything to the left side, and on the right side we have 0. Now to this equation, let's put our values. Then we'll get this equation. Now let's divide this equation, the left side and the right side, by 0.25. Then we'll get this equation. To solve this equation, we can use the quadratic formula, this one. In this case, a equal 1, b equal 24, and c equal minus 432. Then we can find time using this formula. Then we'll get this fraction. The square root of this expression equal 48. As you can see here we have plus minus, but here we only have plus. We cannot consider minus because here is minus and here is also minus, so the answer would be negative. But it doesn't make sense for the time to be negative here, so that's why I use plus here. It will be 12 seconds. So this is the time it took for the cyclist to pass the slope. Now let's find the final speed. To find the final speed at the end of the slope, we are going to use this formula. So here we know v0, we know acceleration, and we know the time, this one. So all we need to do is to put these values, then we will get this expression. Then if we calculate it, we are going to get the answer. It will be 12 meters per second. So this is our answers. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more physics videos.